vibrant temperate forest. A young red fox with bright, inquisitive eyes and a distinctive white-tipped tail explores his surroundings. The morning sun filters through the canopy, creating dappled patterns on the forest floor. The fox, named Felix, demonstrates his natural hunting skills as he carefully stalks a field mouse. His movements are precise and calculated, showcasing the adaptations that make foxes successful predators in their ecosystem. Felix returns to his den, where his mother is waiting with his two sisters. The family unit represents the social structure of red foxes, where parents raise their cubs together and teach them essential survival skills. As Felix explores beyond his immediate territory, we see the wider temperate forest ecosystem. Various plant species and animal habitats create a complex web of life that has evolved over millennia, demonstrating biodiversity in its richest form. Educational element. Red foxes, vulpes, are highly adaptable carnivores found across the northern hemisphere. Their keen hearing allows them to detect low-frequency sounds from small prey underground, while their thick fur provides insulation in temperatures as low as -70 degrees C. Felix gazes toward the horizon, his curiosity piqued by distant sounds and unfamiliar scents carried by the wind. This innate curiosity drives young animals to explore and learn about their expanding world. Felix encounters an elderly badger named Boris, who serves as a wise elder in the forest. Boris has seen many seasons pass and shares stories of different habitats and the animals that inhabit them, sparking Felix's interest in the wider world. Inciting incident. A strong wind blows a colorful map from a human research station into the forest. Felix is fascinated by this strange object that shows different ecosystems and animal species across the region. Boris explains that it might be a guide to understanding the interconnectedness of all wildlife. Felix begins his journey, leaving the familiar forest behind. With the map as his guide, he ventures toward the nearby wetlands, where Boris promised he'd find diverse wildlife and valuable lessons about ecosystem interdependence. Felix arrives at the wetland ecosystem, immediately noticing the dramatic difference from his forest home. The air is filled with the calls of water birds, and the ground beneath his paws shifts from solid earth to soft marshland. Educational element. Wetlands are among the most productive ecosystems on Earth, supporting a greater variety of species than almost any other habitat. They act as natural water purifiers, flood controllers, and carbon sinks, making them vital to environmental health. Felix struggles to navigate the muddy terrain, slipping and sliding as he attempts to cross a marshy area. His forest-adapted paws are not suited for this watery environment, demonstrating how animals specialize for their specific habitats. A family of otters approaches Felix, curious about this forest creature in their wetland home. They demonstrate their aquatic adaptations and offer to help Felix navigate the area, showcasing interspecies cooperation in the wild. Guided by the otters, Felix journeys to the mountain region shown on his map. The transition from wetland to mountain demonstrates the dramatic changes in ecosystems over relatively short distances, each with its own specialized wildlife and environmental conditions. Educational element. Mountain ecosystems are characterized by distinct vertical zones each with different temperatures, precipitation levels, and specialized plant and animal life. As elevation increases, oxygen levels decrease and temperatures drop, creating unique adaptations like the thick fur of mountain-dwelling animals. Felix encounters his first challenge in the mountains, a steep, rocky slope he must climb to reach the next valley. His forest climbing skills are insufficient for this rocky terrain, forcing him to find new ways to navigate the difficult landscape. While resting, Felix notices evidence of human impact on the mountain environment: trash left by hikers and damaged vegetation. This introduces the educational theme of human impact on wildlife habitats and the importance of conservation efforts. Felix meets a mountain goat named Grace, who has adapted perfectly to the steep terrain. She shares her knowledge of living in harmony with the mountain environment and teaches Felix techniques for navigating rocky slopes, demonstrating knowledge transfer between generations. Applying Grace's techniques, Felix successfully navigates a difficult rock face. This moment represents his growth and adaptation as he learns new skills essential for survival in different environments, embodying the educational theme of adaptability. Following the map, Felix now ventures toward the desert region, another dramatic ecosystem change. The transition from mountain to desert shows the incredible diversity of environments and the specialized adaptations required for each educational element. Desert environments present extreme challenges with high temperatures, minimal water, and intense sunlight. Animals like the fennec fox have evolved large ears to dissipate body heat, thick fur for insulation during cold nights, and the ability to extract moisture from their food. Felix faces his greatest challenge yet: dehydration and disorientation in the vast desert. His forest and mountain adaptations are inadequate for this extreme environment, forcing him to apply all his accumulated knowledge about finding water and navigating by natural landmarks. Climax: Felix discovers an oasis, but it's being threatened by a human pipeline project. Using his knowledge of animal communication and the map he's been following, Felix organizes the desert animals to create a distraction that draws human attention away from the oasis, allowing him to document the threat on a fallen camera. ACTIII, the immediate aftermath of the climax. FELIX and the desert animals successfully protect the oasis, but he realizes the threat is part of a larger pattern of human impact on wildlife habitats across all the ecosystems he's visited. Felix reflects on his journey through different ecosystems, recognizing patterns of environmental challenges and the remarkable adaptations of animals to their specific habitats. His personal growth parallels his understanding of ecological interconnectedness. Felix returns to the forest where Boris is waiting. The wise elder is impressed by Felix's knowledge and growth, confirming that the journey has transformed him from a curious cub to a knowledgeable young fox with a deep understanding of ecosystem diversity. Felix shares what he's learned with his family and other forest animals, explaining the importance of protecting all habitats and the interconnectedness of ecosystems. This knowledge transfer demonstrates the educational theme of conservation awareness. Applying his new understanding, Felix initiates a conservation project in his forest home, organizing cleanup efforts and creating habitat features that support biodiversity. This represents his personal commitment to protecting all ecosystems. Over time, Felix's efforts transform his local environment, creating a healthier forest ecosystem that demonstrates the positive impact of individual action and community involvement in conservation. Resolution. Felix stands at the edge of his forest, looking out at the wider world with new understanding and purpose. The journey has taught him that every ecosystem, no matter how different, is interconnected and worthy of protection. As the narrator summarizes key educational points about biodiversity and conservation, Felix carries this message forward as an ambassador for wildlife everywhere.